Oh, welcome back, everyone. We're here in page 13 of part 6. Um, this is actually a more more of a action-oriented sequence. So there's been little, if any, text to the pages through most of this. It's sort of because of that. There's been kind of little work to do since, between while waiting for the pictures to render. So there's going to be probably a lot of cutting, because I don't need to sort of show you waiting. You don't need to see the waiting. So keys. But what you are going to see is a lot of staging, because with a ton of characters. With a ton of characters, it's taken a lot of time to sort of pose everybody and get them in position. Because because even if I'm doing like a limited shot like this, sometimes, this particular shot here isn't count, but sometimes I'm gonna get the let's go the other way. Yeah, okay, this is just going too fast. There we go. It's because the action is now, at this point in the story, the action is split between a number of different places in the warehouse. Sometimes you'll see what's going on in one of the other action bits when I'm shooting this one. So, like, for example, I'm not going to, but for example, I might, if I were to angle this shot this way, you can see what these two are doing. So I end up, like, not just posing these guys, but end up posing them so that it looks like the whole situation is dynamic. But I won't do that here because I'm going to get a shot of the outside. Let's see. Straighten and thumb. Now, I think I've said before, as far as the structure itself, this building was created by me, except for these roll doors, were kit bashed from another set. And I never actually intended for them to open. So it's when I cut them from the set. Thankfully, I cut this piece here and the door itself as two separate pieces. Otherwise, I just end up doing that and then have to take the shot below that so you wouldn't notice. Oops, what just happened? Oh, okay, I guess I pressed the wrong. I use Control Z to go backwards if I'm not using the arrows, and I think I hit the wrong button, the wrong key. Thankfully, I split this, so whereas like here's the other door, I had the door itself. No, the this piece parented to the door. I just had to switch it so that I can move the door however I want without that piece moving. So I just want the door a little bit lower. And then we just kind of move. Oops, I don't want to go that way. That way. I'm just going to move him. This is Z, right? Yeah. And then where's the door? I can fix the thumb here. There we go. And then we're going to, let's see, straighten. That looks good. This. This poor cop doesn't even have a speaking role. He's just an extra. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Well, let's just collapse all. So, Let's see. Outdoor. Sky. Oh, shoot. The sky sphere is there. Okay, let's just get rid of this. Delete. Make it easy. I want to see something here for a second. Let's go back to the camera. So I'm gonna try this. So where these have been taking. Well, normally you can do a page in about an hour to an hour and a half. Hey, these have been without surprisingly without a lot of work on this end. These have been these have been taking longer because of the time spent posing about a dozen or so characters, however many I've got. Um, Between individual images, and then I've been doing a lot of layering. And that's been and it's been taking time to render the different layers. And especially here, this set is a little, I think I've mentioned it in another video. This set's been rendering a little slower than other sets. And I think having as many characters as I've been playing with here, that's probably what drives it. The more complex a scene you have, the longer it'll take to render it. So I'm gonna, you watch me. I'm gonna break it here, and I'll come back when I've got my 2 layers. Okay, now I did this in 3 layers because I've got some little bit of poke through with the cop that I thought it would be easier just to sort of render a version without him and cut around it. So let's take this thing, and I'm just gonna sort of mess with this piece of hair here. Let's go to this layer, Control C, and add a paste as new layer. Okay, that's weird. Edit, undo, edit, undo. Okay, so let's try this again. Control C, as new layer. Okay. No. Okay, that did it. And the pants are an issue, so let's. Come back to this layer. Let's go. Control C. And edit. Paste as new layer. I think that should do it. I sometimes don't have good luck kind of rendering the pieces separately like that. So let's delete this one. Delete, delete, delete. Let's merge, merge, merge. I'm just going to go ahead. And what I want to do with this one is blur it, and I'm not sure how this is going to look. Okay, I was afraid the street was gonna. Oh, okay, I see. It's not gonna be so bad. Okay, so let's go file export as we drop the letter. Hmm, let's go file open as layer. Scale. I think. Yeah, I think I want to showcase the outside a little bit. The idea is, is to kind of give the sense of like freedom is right there. With some of these action scenes, anyway, I've been kind of showcasing a little bit more outside of the characters' zones. Let's cut that. Select none. And let's save it while we're thinking about it. So, as I said, this is page 13. We go page 13. Yay. And now, let's see, I put furniture on and structure. And what do we need? Unparent. Whoops. Send him out. Let's delete the keys on these. Actually, you know what? I was going to have him twist the abdomen to have him look back, but I don't think I'm going to see him, so. And now somewhere up here is Brody. Control D will bring him down to the floor. That's one of the downsides to working with a split level set like this, is when I'm working on the level that's not at ground level, I have to be careful not to use Control D to plant them to the floor, or it brings them down to this level. Uh, yeah, let's delete the keys. Let me see. And what do I want to do for this shot? My feet, yeah. Let's do a shot like this over his shoulder. But if I go twisting, I might as well have just turned him all together. Let's see. You know what? Let's turn him. Camera, and let's see. Now, I can probably cut the picture here means that these two have to be sort of around here. I can't put them over here. So, actually, no. I want to select her. And then go perspective, and then come in. This. Oops, 0, not 180. Just for the sake of setting this up, I'm going to start her at kind of an easy angle. If I set her at 0 angle, then it's easy to set up this next one. And then once I have this parented to her, then I can turn her and position her however I want. So we're going to find, this is going to be in warehouse junk. And I am going to find this palette. Whoops, this is the one. So it's on parent. 90, I think. Yeah, okay. And then, yeah, 90. Let's, this is the x-axis, so let's go Control C on this, and then Control V, so that she and the palette are centered. Let's see. I think, to make this look a little more natural, let's tilt the palette a little off-centered. Pose her. Actually, let's tilt, no, go that way. There we go. Okay, and I should be done with. Now, when you lift something like this, it comes close, you bring it close to the body, so I can tell you I didn't create this palette, and it's clearly whoever did doesn't really understand that the bottom part has wider spacings between the slats so that the wheels of the jack or the forklift or whatever you're using to pick it up can fit in there and make contact with the door, with the floor door. Let's see. Okay, the palette comes up. But it doesn't matter. And think pinky straight? Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's one. Now let's position the next one. I think I'm going to be turning off limits on this one too. You know what? I get her thumb poking through. I don't know. I wasn't going to worry about it, but oh yeah, I can't seem to get. I'm not going to worry about the thumb poking through because I don't think. Um, I don't think I'm going to be seeing it anyway. So let's just. But this hand has to go up. Oops. I want to make sure it's. Okay. Okay, so now that I got the palette where I want it positioned in relation to her, let's parent it to one of her hands. Let's condense this. So let's just parent it to the right hand. That way now I can kind of move her where I want her. And how I want her. And now that we spent all that time moving her, we're going to spend all this time moving her. And we're just going to zero out the X and the Z. Let's expand from selected. Delete those keys. Control D. Delete those keys. Now it's fine. I don't really want to zero out her head. Delete keys. And then these go negative 0.95, 0.1. Now, which foot is hitting the floor? Putting way too much effort into this. Let's see. I'm just gonna bring him over. And let's position him so his foot is not poking through the shelf. Okay. See, I was talking about the pallets. You can see whoever designed these pallets knew what they were doing, because you can see the bottom has big gaping holes for the wheels of the forklift or the jack or the power jack to get under. So let's number this one 76. I think here is where I am going to Control C, have him say something. If it'll bring it up, there we go. Paste as new layer. Let's bring the text down. Select none. Because even though Kendall's explanation that she basically manipulated him is sort of a bit of redemption, he still needs some moment. Um, where he needs to do something to show he's really sincere about redemption. Let's see, so I'll go new layer. Image size, we'll grab that, edit, cut. New layer. Cut. It's not enough to explain that he was used. He's going to have that moment where he himself proves that he's not the monster they think he is. And since I'm done with this one, let's close this and we'll discard those changes. And so it's one of the things I wanted to do in Rusty and Elliot's story that I didn't really get to do is that I put all this stuff in this room so that they could basically trash it, and I didn't really do that. So where I've got where I'm basically using most of this book for this big long fight scene. That's what I'm going to take advantage and just have them throwing stuff around and knocking over the shelves and basically just trashing this set. Let's pop those in there. We're not far, so we're going to take a cut here and we'll come back when this picture is done. So we're going to load the new image, open as layers, U. And I have a feeling this one isn't going to work. Four. Maybe. Oh yeah, that's right, because I was going to cut off half of him. Forgive me, I'm a little tired. Oh yeah, okay, so I got everything I wanted in this shot. I feel like the last few nights. No, you know what? Oh yeah, I kind of got lost in a thought. Sort of lost that thought there for a moment. Yeah, it's feels like the last few nights I go back and forth between like too much sleep and then not enough sleep. Oh, okay. So this one's gonna be angled. Okay, that works. So it was like last night was a night of too little sleep, and it's not evening out. It doesn't quite even out like you'd think. So I'm like just exhausted today. You're not going to see the end of the world because this will get cut off somewhere around here. Um, and actually, because I don't want him quite looking off the page, um, let's throw in some of this. Where were you? Go. Shoot. And because I'm looking outside again, let's collapse all. want to get rid of the outdoor, right? Yeah, we go. So this is going to be layers 78. No, this is 77. What the heck? A. I'll render that. Then I can come over here and Control C on that. Let you sabotage my brother again. There we go. Let's see if we can get the 2 to the next line. There we go. Control C on that, and then paste as new layer. Select none. Merge down. Okay. You gotta make sure the second layer, the bottom piece, doesn't go too high. Otherwise, I gotta trim it down a little. So, and let's see, layer to image size. Let's go cut. Edit, paste as new layer. Sounds like it's done. Okay, so save that. And then what we want to do is furniture, outdoor on, and structure off. And then we'll just condense that. And this is, let's see, Francis and Grady can go into this group. Oh, you need to go in there too. You were hiding behind Grady. And we'll call that B. And I probably didn't need to sort of snip there, as this picture didn't quite take, or this layer didn't take quite a minute to render. Let's open the layer. There, and filter blur. I think we're going with 3, right? Yeah, my mind is starting to go. Okay, file. As. Export. We got one here. Open as layer U 33. It's going to come up just a little. Sure. Let's see. Everybody's gonna come out. Furniture comes back on. Structure comes back on. And let's see. I was gonna have him looking to Brody. I think he'll be looking to Grady instead. No. See, that's the problem. Him and his partner, I've got their names mixed up because I wasn't expecting them to be. So when I get into the editing phase, I've got to make sure that I've got their names straight because I have a feeling I was calling him Connors and the other one Grady. I could be wrong, but that's gonna be something I'll have to look for. This can be 78. Let's see. Close that one. Here, edit. He says new layer. Oh shoot, I'm looking at this picture. Okay. This is when my eyes are starting to get a little blurry from sleep right now. Leslie, we gotta go. We gotta go. We can't contact the FBI. Bring you down. Says new layer. Let's bring you. Edit. Paste as new layer. Bring you down there. No, if he's staying, staying. If he's staying, I'm staying. Just go. See if I can get that. Okay. Trim this down just a little. Merge that down. Edit. Cut. Paste that as a new layer. Okay. Luckily I haven't given this one a border, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Trim that down so I don't see that. See that one, let's bring it in. I suppose if anything this video is more of a, oh yeah, okay, it works at the new size. Ah, shoot. If anything this video is probably a relaxing change from some of the weirder ones. Okay, let's try this again at 33. Yeah, I think this works better. Being a larger panel rather than an equal panel. So we just need to move these. And I think luckily this space was perfect. Oh my god, my eyes are really going blurry. Ugh. Let's do 180. Zero. Let me think. Let's focus on the hand. I know there's a feature that will allow you to mirror the pose, but it seems to rarely do what I want it. And then it rarely mirrors it like I want it to, and then I'll have to Control C on all these. And then I'll just have to spend all the time fixing it. Oh my god. Fixing it anyway. So I might as well just do it all manually. Let's see. C, V, and 55. Oh. Let's Control C, and then on the other hand, this is negative. Control V. And at this point, I can just. I don't need to. Let's see, right hand, straight hand. Okay. Let's collapse all. Clear this up. Come in here to structure. Where are we? I think I've got this under Windows, right? This one. Just bring it down, make it look like he's closing the door. And I've got to back him out. This is Z, right? Z. Oh. Looks like I gotta back him out a little bit more. I think if I do an upward shot, it won't matter that there's no. I need Francis out of the way. So let's just pop Francis in here for now. I think I'm done with the cop, so we'll put him in the folder just to. Okay. Come on, give me the face. There we go. Let me see. There we go. I think that works. Let's go 79. But outdoor. This is going to be 79A. There we go. Control C. Edit, paste as new layer. Stay, I'll be fine. Just go. I don't need to just. Yeah. For some reason, I didn't think that was lined up. Edit, cut. Edit, paste as new layer. Oh my god. Deleting videos in part 5 because they were just kind of going off the rails. Maybe I should delete this one for being too boring. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, layer to image size. Let's fuzzy select and cut. You know, when I started this off thinking, um, talking about how these action scenes weren't leaving a lot of dialogue, and then turns out this page just happens to be a little more dialogue heavy than the others. So, layer to image size. And it sounds like my picture is done. Save. And let's see. I think with this one, I only need to turn off structure. Yep. Whoops. Let's put you there. I think I'm done with him anyway. I want outdoor. Let's go B. And if it's anything like the other one, it won't take a minute, so I think 39, 41, 42, 44. That's some accurate counting right there. Yep. We're not even going to go a minute here. 56 seconds. And we will save that one. Oh my god. Oh, I'm tired. You can tell I'm tired, huh? Blur Gaussian. We're going 3 with this one. Okay, let's go file. Export as. Well, just think. We can all use sort of a calm moment. The crazy times we've got going now. What am I doing? Open as layers. So crazy, I forget what I'm doing. Layer scale 34. This one's 34. And because the other one was small, this one's going to be a little bit bigger. Need to be there. And where is the guide? That works. Edit. Cut. Okay. I'll just save it while I'm thinking about it. Now, what do we want? Structure. And Windows. Let's take my metal door and we will go delete keys and close it again. I need to bring Francis out of that folder, or that group. Unparent. Da, da, da. I think he needs to look just a little more annoyed. And this is going to be number 80. And C. Close you. Discard changes. Come over here and edit paste as new layer. No. I don't know. Can I get this? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's delete that one. This one. Let's go Control C on this. Make this a little easier. Pieces, new layer. And I know I've said it before, but in case you're just watching this video or in case things are changing, I do hope you're all kind of staying safe in whatever you're doing in these times. If you're kind of out protesting, showing your support. For Black Lives Matter or whatever you want to call it. If you're out there showing your support, I hope you're kind of like staying safe and managing to avoid getting hurt and getting yourselves in trouble. And if you're still getting layered image size. I'm getting lost here. Or if you're just trying to avoid the coronavirus, I hope you're staying successful in that. Or if you're out, yeah. Or if you're out protesting, I hope you're kind of keeping that in mind and invert. And, I mean, like, here in the U.S., the right to protest is in our Constitution. So, don't let anybody tell you you're wrong for being out there. If you're speaking your mind and showing your support, but at the same time, these things can kind of get messy. And things can get dangerous very quickly. Um, I mean, I guess my message to all of you is, I guess what I'm trying to say in this is pretty much what I was saying, like since the beginning of the coronavirus thing, is just, I really hope all of you are doing okay out there. What the heck was that? Okay, let's see if I didn't screw this up. File, let's see, save and image, flatten file, export. And we want this as JPEG, so number 13. Export slits. Oops, we're in the video folder. Okay, let's pop these while we're here. We'll pop these there, and we'll come over here and find page 13. You guys go ahead. I need to do something. No way am I going to let you sabotage my brother again. We gotta go. We can't contact the FBI if we're sticking around. Hey, if he's staying, I'm staying. I'll be fine. Just go. I'll be back, I promise. Keep them busy until then. I meant what I said. If you do anything to hurt Corey, I'll take care of you myself. That's page 13. It just feels like we're in the home stretch here. It's not. This thing is going to be finished soon. I swear. I can see it. There won't be too many more of these videos in this story. Um, it's like if I do another one, I'll see you in the next one. Or if not, then I'll see you when I start Burn Pit. I thank you for sticking around. Hopefully, not falling asleep like I am. And once again, just take care out there.